to see you guys. Hey, Amy. Hi, Leah and Catherine. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got to start. Go to child's pose. Yeah, settle in, take a moment. Take a big breath in through your nose and a big sigh out of your mouth. And if you just joined in, we are in child's pose. And then start to notice just the quality of your breath. Don't need to make any changes to it just yet. Just begin to notice the inhales and the exhales. Oh, hi, Peta. And now start to lengthen the inhale. And take a little bit fuller exhale. And then do that a couple of more rounds. Like, see if you can really truly fill up the lungs all the way. And squeeze all of the old air out. And at the end of your next exhale, go to downward facing dog. And take any movement that you want in down dog. Yeah, pedal the feet. When come into stillness, press your hands into the floor, reach your tailbone to the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. Take a deep breath in, everybody, all together. Deep breath out. Ragdoll at the top of your mat. And soft bend in the knees. Let the head hang heavy. And take one more breath in. Fold a little deeper as you breathe out. And reach up, extended mountain pose. We'll pause here, catch the right wrist with the left hand and open the side body, get a little side body stretch. And then switch them out, left wrist in the right hand. And now reach straight up, plug the shoulder blades into the spine, take a huge breath in, bring your hands to your heart, and set an intention for this practice. And then press your thumbs into your chest so you can feel the vibration of your Om, because we are still starting with one Om all together, just like as a way of connecting. Take a deep breath in. Reach up, mountain pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. High to low plank as you breathe out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in together. Breathe out. And 4 more rounds of breath. And movements there if you want it. Handstand hops, frog leaps. Yeah, or just pedaling the feet. Take another breath in. Stay as you breathe out. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Move to your thumbs. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold. Mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift, fill up. High to low plank, empty. You guys look amazing. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. 4 more times. And press the hands into the floor and soften your elbows. Take a huge breath in, fill all the way up. Look forward, empty all your air. Move to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Mountain, breathe in. Fold and breathe out. Hey, Catherine. Halfway lift, fill up. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. And plug those shoulders back in and come back in downward facing dog. Come back to taking those really full inhales, like filling up as much as you can, and complete, like clearing out exhales. Breathe in and rise to your toes. Bend your knees, breathe out. Move to your hands. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair. And look down, lift all your toes up. And sit your hips down just a little bit lower. Really good, you guys. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's go one more round of breath here. Fill up. Stay for your exhale. One more time, lift your heart up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior 1, right side. And then draw the left hip towards the front of your space. Reach your fingers to the ceiling or the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Fill up. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior 1. And draw the shoulders away from the earlobes. Knit the front ribs together. And 2 more inhales here. One more, biggest breath in. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. 4 more times. Let's go about 2 more rounds of breath. One more, fill up. Look forward. Move to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold. Chair, just for 1 inhale, sit down low. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior 1, right side. Breath in, reach up. Chaturanga, breathe out. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, warrior. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Let it out. And go 4 more times here. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Move to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift, fill up. Chaturanga, empty. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior 1. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side warrior. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Take a breath in and a breath out, and take 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale, rise to your toes, bend your knees, empty your air, hop forward, halfway lift, forward fold, chair, fold, halfway, breathe in, chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right side warrior 1, low plank, upward facing, downward facing, left side warrior 1, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, take a breath in, breathe out. 1 more time, fill up, empty. Last sun bee, lift your heels, bend your knees, move forward. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose, bow. Halfway lift, fill up, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right side warrior, low plank, up, down, left side warrior 1. Take a big step, reach up, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Lift your right leg to the ceiling or the sky. Touch your right knee to your right elbow. And then bring it across to your left elbow. Go back to your right elbow. Left elbow. 1 more time to the right. 1 more time to the left. Flip dog or full wheel. Good, you guys, and drop your head and then draw your right shoulder towards your spine. 1 more, inhale. Nice, Hayden. High plank, side plank. Yeah, the knee down is a great modification, or even coming down to the right elbow. And wherever you are, set your gaze up on your left thumb. Take a breath in, lift your hips. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg to the ceiling or the sky. Geez. Left leg, left elbow. To the right elbow. Left. Right. 1 more time to the left. 1 more time to the right. Okay, flip dog or full wheel. Or yeah, if 3-legged dog feels really good, stay there and keep lifting your knee higher to the ceiling or the sky. Take another breath in. Stay for your breath out. Okay, 1 more time. Inhale. High plank on your exhale. side plank. And spread the fingers on your left hand out super wide. Press the floor away. Take a big breath. Fill up. Lift up. Nice, Kayla. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Okay, take a big breath in. And let it go out of your mouth. Lift your right leg. Hug your right knee into your right elbow. One more time. Pause here for 3. For 2, crescent lunge. And right away, bring the hands to the heart. Breathe in. Twist to the right as you breathe out. And lift the belly up off of the thigh. Take a breath in. Twist. One more time, a huge inhale. Big twist open. Go to warrior 2. And then recommit, like lunge low into the right knee. Press the right knee towards your right pinky toe. Take peaceful warrior, fill up. Extended side angle. And draw the shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze them in towards the spine. Yeah, the bind is there. Nice, Kate. We'll go about 3 more full rounds of breath. If you want birds of paradise or bound half moon. Yes, Erin. Nice, Sarah. Okay, you guys, if you're in a variation, come back to your extended side angle and everyone take a huge breath in all together. Fill up. Chaturanga, empty it out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg to the ceiling, breathe in. Left knee to left elbow and pause. 3, press the back of your heart towards the ceiling or the sky. Crescent lunge. Draw your hands to your heart, lengthen your spine on an inhale, and then twist to the left on an exhale. Dinah really wants to be involved with this. Can you get down? Thank you. Press your hands together, twist your heart to your thumbs. Good, take 2 more breaths. One more big inhale. Squeeze the air out, warrior 2. Peaceful warrior, breathe in. Extended side angle as you breathe out. Press the blade edge of your right foot into the mat. And then use that grounding. Find a bigger expression. Take the bind, open your heart towards the ceiling or the sky, or sit even lower into the left knee. Like what I'm learning from quarantine is that like I don't actually know what I think I know about what my body is capable of doing. If you're in a variation, make your way back to extended side angle. Yeah, Erin, that's so great. Take a huge breath in. Chaturanga, let it go. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Clear out all your air and jump to your hands. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair, pause in chair, and look down at your feet. If your big toes are touching, that's fine. Leave a little space between your heels, but if your feet are hip width distance apart, see that the knees are hip width distance apart too, and then press your feet away from each other. Engage the outer leg muscles. Okay, take a breath in and twist to the right on your breath out. And double check with the knees. Check in on the left knee and pull it in line with the right knee. Side crow is there. You've got 2 more inhales. 1 more breath in. Ring it out. Come back to chair pose. Stay with it. Like, be with the feeling in your legs. And then take a breath in and twist to the left. You've got it, you guys. Your legs won't fall off. This is just like life. It's an uncomfortable sensation. You just breathe through it. Draw the right knee in line with the left knee. Sink the hips. Stay here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do that one more time. Big breath in. Twist. Come back up to chair pose. Just for an inhale, reach up. Forward fold. Palms, not palms, fingers to toes. Forward fold. Release the weight of your head. Let your neck relax. Allow the upper body kind of just to hang. You can pull up on the toes with the arms, but the spine and the neck and the head are all relaxed. Keep the grip on your toes and lift up halfway. And then pull your heart through your thighs. Palms to toes, forward fold. And you can soften the knees. Rock some of the weight out of your heels. Give your hands and your wrists a little massage. Yeah, you could sway side to side. Okay, crow pose. Squeeze the heels into the glutes. Gaze forward. Stay here for 3. For 2. Chaturanga. Nice. Yes, amazing. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. It might have looked more like a belly flop today, and that is okay. Take a big breath in and let it all go. Now lift your heels, bend your knees, move to your hands. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain, eagle on the right side. Squeeze your thighs together and then draw your right hip back in line with your left hip. And take another breath in. Breathe out. One more time. Inhale. Go to crane pose on your exhale. Hug the right knee into the chest. Reach your fingers to the ceiling or the sky. And now straighten your leg. Press your right heel away from you. Lift it up just a little higher. Squeeze into the quads. Go to airplane. And then turn the right pinky toe straight down. Press your right heel back. Take another breath in. Half moon. Press the right hip over the left hip. See if you could stack them. And then try on Chapasana. Like, oh, I can't do that, but we don't know. Come from not knowing. Who knows what is possible today? And if you've got Chapasana, kick into your right fingers so much that you have no choice but to rise into dancer. Yeah, or you fall out trying, but yeah, at least you tried. Amazing. Go to dancer on the right side. And press your right shoulder forward. Uh-oh, we froze.
Guys, I think we temporarily lost Megan for a second. How about switch sides? Go to dancer on the left. And then come back to standing. Megan, you're on mute. I'm taking them into tree on the right. I'll let you take over.
Okay, sorry guys. I think mine got kicked off of the internet. Where are we?
Go to tree on the right. They just finished dancer.
Okay, they're done
You
with
can do another round, whatever.
Okay, cool. Have you guys done both sides of balance?
They've done one dancer on each.
Okay, cool. Have they done eagle and stuff on the other side?
Yeah, we need to go back to eagle on the left.
Oh, there you go.
Cool.
Go to eagle on the left.
Great.
Good.
Eagle, left side. Oh, I can't see everyone at once, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. Internet. Eagle, left side. Lift the elbows up off of your chest. Take another breath in. Breathe out. Then one more time, inhale. Go to crane pose. Hug the knee into the chest. Lift your fingers to the ceiling or sky. And then straighten your leg. Press your heels so far away from you. Keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Airplane. Broaden the collarbones towards the sides of your space. Lift your heart up like upward facing dog. Breathe in. Half moon, breathe out. And a block is a really good prop here, or your water bottle. And keep rolling your chest open towards the ceiling or the sky, and then try on Chapasana. Sometimes if Chapasana feels inaccessible, sometimes it's helpful to bend the left knee just a little bit, and then see about coming into dancer. Just kick so hard, yeah, Amy, and pull the core in. Good, you guys, go to dancer on the left side. And falling out is perfectly fine. Reach your right hand forward, kick back. Okay, set your foot down. Go to tree, left side. And we're just gonna call this a day on balance. And press the standing leg into the lifted foot. Take one more inhale. Okay, set the foot down. Come to the top of your mat, extended mountain pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Triangle, right side. And so bring a little bend, just a micro bend into the right knee. Don't lock it out. And then I want to try on some abs with you guys. Will you be a guinea pig for me? I want you to float the right hand just for a moment, reach it forward, and then tap your right shin. And then reach forward, and then tap your right shin. And let's do that 3 more times. Reach, tap, keep rolling the chest open, reach forward, tap. One more time, reach forward, roll open, and then you can stay in triangle with your right hand grounded. We'll stay here for about 5 breaths. And draw the shoulders away from the ears. Reach the crown of your head forward. 2 more inhales, breath in. Breathe out. One more time, huge breath in, side facing, wide leg forward fold. And if you want to go upside down, we'll be here for a few more breaths. Or if you're working like the splits or firefly. Hayden, you're so close. It's so close. Nice headstands. You guys squeeze the elbows in together. Take about 2 more breaths. If you're on your head, begin to come down to the floor, the ground. And then move into Namaste, front facing, forward fold. And here I have been playing lately with putting all of my weight in my right foot or rocking all of my weight back to my left foot just to kind of see where I feel more sensation, where I feel more of a stretch in the back of the right leg. So feel free to do that. Like get where you feel, you know, a little bit uncomfortable. And drop the crown of your head. Release the neck. Yeah, that's it, James. Okay, guys, take one more breath in. Go to twisting triangle on your breath out. And squeeze your inner thighs together. Twist even deeper. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, really fill up. Chaturanga, let it go. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Triangle, left side. And so I want to try these abs again. I asked, Brad was my guinea pig last night. I was seeing if I could teach them without demonstrating them. So lift the left hand, reach it forward, use your left side obliques, and then just tap the shin. And then reach forward, tap, reach, tap. 2 more, reach, tap. 1 more time, reach forward, squeeze the belly, and then you can stay grounded in triangle. And I like to set the gaze either like directly in front of my nose, or I'll take my gaze up to my lifted thumb. If that feels okay on your neck, just want to set the gaze somewhere so you're not wandering around, you know, whatever you're looking at. And take another breath in and peel your heart open to the sky. 1 more time, big inhale. Open your chest, side facing, wide leg forward fold. Rock most of the weight out of your heels. So maybe you could slide a sheet of paper underneath your heels. And the shoulder rinse is there. You could also take the right hand to the left ankle and come into a little twist. And then if you've taken the twist, switch out your hands. Take your left hand to your right ankle, or whatever you did, the opposite of whatever you just did. And then all together, do this. Come into like a really wide downward facing dog right here. So plant your hands on the floor and then walk them a couple of palm lengths away from you. And you might even lift up your heels, or your heels may stay grounded. I don't know what feels best to you. Just for a moment to just get into the back of the legs. Okay, namaste, front facing, forward fold. And think about lifting up the left hip in line with the right hip. And lengthen the spine on your inhale. Fold a little bit deeper on your exhale. And let's do that one more time. Breath in. Fold as you breathe out. And this time fill up. Twisting triangle on your exhale. And draw the shoulders back towards the spine. Take a breath in. Twist as you breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come to high plank. Okay, and in your high plank, reach your right hand forward. Stretch your left leg back. And you're just here for 5, 4. Yeah, the hips may feel wonky for 3, 2, high plank. And then we'll switch it out. Left hand reaches forward, right leg reaches back, like you're being pulled in opposite directions for 3. Oh wait, we've got to do 5, 4, 3, 2, high plank, and lower all the way to your belly. And right away, lift up, locust pose. And draw the shoulders back and down, squeeze them in towards your spine, lift up, lower down. Take a breath, reset, and then go to floor bow. And hug your knees towards each other. They don't need to touch. Just be within the frame of your body. Kick into your fingers, lift your heart, lower down. Take a little movement in the hips. You could just wiggle side to side. You can windshield wiper your shin bones. And then from where you are, just flip over onto your back. We're gonna go right into final back bending. Go to bridge. Press your heels away from your body. Take another breath in, lift up, and come down. We got 6 wheels, and then we're moving to hips. You can do it, you've got this. Lift up, wheel number 1 for 5, 4, 3, 2. You could stay up or come down. We're just gonna be down for a moment to reset and then go right back up. Wheel number 2 for 5, 4. Press your feet into the floor for 2. Stay up or come down. Reset, recommit, and then go right back up for number 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, stay up or come down, and we're halfway there. It's all downhill from here. You're so close to hips. Lift up, number 4, 5, yes, Sarah, 4, 3, 2, stay up or come down. Here we go. Number 5, lift back up, 5, 4, press your heart through your arm bones for 2, stay up or come down. And this is it. The last one, last wheel of this practice. Woohoo, go up, go get it. 6 for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come down. Supine Baddha Konasana. Or you could also take your feet to the edges of your mat and press your knees together, whichever feels better. And just like at the beginning of class, like notice the breath. Notice the quality of your breath. And then take happy baby. And pull the knees down in towards the armpits and ground the lower spine. And hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And rock side to side first. Massage out the low spine. And then rock forward and back. Make your way into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg, bend your knee, stack your hip open, get a side body stretch. Lizard lunge. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. And so there are so many options here. You can stay lifted up onto your hands and kind of move around. You can drop to the forearms. You can roll to the blade edge of either foot. Well, I guess you're probably rolling to the blade edge of your right foot. I don't think you should try your left foot. And you could even bend the left knee and reach around with your right hand to grab it. Then you would be grabbing the left foot. And stay here for about 3 more breaths. And go to half splits. Press your right foot forward and keep your hips stacked over, knee. And instead of rounding the shoulders around the heart, draw them towards the spine, lift the heart forward, and then fold. Okay, you guys, go to half pigeon. And keep the breath moving. I know, like, even in a studio, it's easy for me to kind of zone out in half pigeon. Like, even when I'm surrounded by people who are breathing and, I can hear the instructor and there's not as many distractions, like I'm likely to zone out in half pigeon. And see if you can bring your attention to your breath. And take about 5 more breaths. And at the end of your 5th exhale, go to downward facing dog. And take any movement that feels good in downward facing dog. And then lift up the left leg, bend the knee, open the hip. Get into the side body. And lizard lunge. And this side might be different. It might not feel as open, or it might feel a lot more open. And if you're staying lifted up on your hands, instead of locking out your elbows, soften the joints. And the option is there to reach around for the right foot, or to lay down onto the forearms. If you're in a variation, come back up to your hand and go to half splits. And if you need more, press the left heel away from your body. And press the crown of your head forward on an inhale. See about folding a little deeper on your exhale. And then come into half pigeon. And keep the left foot flexed. And keep the breath moving. And you keep seeing all these like jokes about how we all bought 2020 planners. Like, that's all out the window now. And, you know, like what I'm getting from that outside little frustration, you know, kind of sadness is like life is happening now. And type A, I love having plan, knowing what's coming and all those things. But I think sometimes I really depend on that too much. And I think I hold back, or, you know, I don't do something or I don't say something because I'll do it later, or it's not like the planned time, or, you know, like whatever it is. And I don't know, what I'm getting to with quarantine is, you know, life is happening now. If I want to say something to someone, or if I want to go do something, not go do something, but, you know, if there's something we want to do or try, like now is it. Life is happening now. And take about 3 more rounds of breath. And then after your third exhale, go to downward facing dog. No rush. And move around. And then come through to a seat with both legs out in front of you. And take a quick forward fold. Won't be here for a super long time. And take another breath, lengthen the spine. Fold deeper as you exhale. And then take an inversion. So if you are working headstand or handstand, that's available, or you could go to shoulder stand or supported waterfall, legs up the wall. And keep your breath moving even here. And if you're in shoulder stand, think about lifting your heels straight up. And plow is available. And ear pressure pose is available. And really slowly bring the body back down to the floor or your deck or your patio. And come into Supta Baddha Konasana. And bring one hand to your heart, bring one hand to your belly. And take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Oh, and then take a supine twist. I'm not really sure where I was going. Supine twist. Right leg across the body. You could gaze in the opposite direction. And press both of your shoulders down into the floor. And switch sides. And come back to center. Take seed pose. So squeeze the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms as tightly as you can around your shins. And maybe you even hug the eyes up to the kneecaps. Super deep breath in, even though you're all balled up. And then take in a little bit more air. Give yourself a huge squeeze. Shavasana. Nowhere to be, nothing to do. Allow the body to get heavy. And without necessarily changing anything, just begin to notice your breath. Begin to notice the body in the present space. And now take a really deep breath in. You could follow the breath in the nose, down the throat, to the chest, into the belly. And then sigh it all out. And gently wake up your body. Start with small movement. And then come into larger gestures, maybe even into a good morning stretch. And roll to the right side. And one more chance here just to notice the breath. Like as a link from what might happen later or what may have already happened. Like as getting away from that and a link to like what's happening now. Like an anchor to right here. And press up into a comfortable seat. And bring your hands to your heart. And soften the gaze. Keep the energy inward just for one more moment. And we'll end together with the sound of one Om. Bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. The light that shines in me sees and honors the light in each of you and all beings everywhere. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Yay, great work. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Sorry we had technical difficulties. Thank you, Liz, for jumping in. When's the next